Ride is a very funny comedian and actor you know from Saturday Night Live, who stars in the new movie 72 Hours, which is streaming July 24th on Netflix. Please welcome back to the show our friend Marcelo Hernandez, everyone. Welcome. Oh my God, this is bearing gifts.
Yeah. I always bring you something.
Yeah.
And
it means the world to me.
I don't like to show up empty-handed, and so I brought this for you.
Yeah. So those look like wrapped candies, and this is an incredible coincidence, almost identical to what we keep in the green room.
That's weird.
That's nuts.
I bought this many, and I put them in a jar, and I saw them, and I said, that's Seth.
Well, like I said, I mean, you know.
Nice stuff.
You know. I think, you know what? I think when someone buys you a gift and it's something you already have, that means you know me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, by the way, if those are back there, I'm like, whoa. The first I'm hearing of it, so what a coincidence. Now you have more.
Oh, I'm so happy to have more. I have a lot to ask you about the movie. You've been very busy, but you were at the World Cup. We were both at the World Cup yesterday.
Yes, I was at the World Cup.
Yes.
I went to the World Cup.
I mean,
yes.
It was
My God.
It was my first World Cup final. It was spectacular. Who did you go into the game rooting for?
I just wanted the longest possible game.
Yep.
Because I just can't believe I went to a World Cup final. Like, I played soccer my whole life, and I just wanted to be there as long as physically possible. I wanted the game to last forever. I almost cried at the end because you're watching Messi play his last World Cup, and so the fact that I get to tell my kids or my grandkids that I got to see him in his last World Cup, it's a priceless moment. And it was beautiful.
Was it exciting for you? I mean, it was a full Spanish-speaking final, which I thought was exceptional.
The battle of the white Latinos. Spain versus Argentina.
I was so enjoying. I mean, I don't speak it, but it was very fun. There was a lot of crosstalk in the section I was at.
Oh yeah.
With Spanish, but like it was a very charismatic, loving sort of ribbing of each other.
Yes, and it's different, because Argentinians, they're Italian, so they're like, nosotros somos los argentinos y hablamos así, and then the Spanish are like, tío, yo soy de España. So, you know what I mean? It was fun to see both,
Yeah, it was. I loved it. I feel like I hit the jackpot.
Yes.
You mentioned you played soccer your whole life.
Yes,
do you still feel the pull when you're watching a game? Do you want to be out there?
I want to be out there, but I know that I only have like 12 minutes in me.
Yeah.
So you're like, do I really want to,
It's so much. It looks so much bigger in person.
They're exhausting.
Like when I walk out and you realize how much they have to run.
It's exhausting.
Oh.
And everybody's always screaming at them like, oh, he threw himself on the ground. He's not really hurt. It's like, yeah, he's exhausted. Yeah. He's taking a break.
He faked an injury just to nap.
I respect it so much.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys don't like what you see there, you would have hated watching me play. Because after 12 minutes, I'm like, ah! And the ref's like, are you okay? I go, I think so. Just give me 6 minutes and water if there's any around.
Wait, I assume this was you now. Back in the day, was young Marcelo still only 12 minutes?
It's a part of the game. It's a part of the game. 12 minutes in the sun, in a field like that, you want to take a rest. So if I'm running as fast as I can and someone taps me, I'm like, to the ground. And
were you good as flopping went? Do you feel like you were convincing flopper?
Yes, I've always been an actor, and now I get to do it professionally, and it's a blessing.
Did you ever have a coach or, say, a referee come over and be like, have you considered, you're great at soccer, have you considered acting?
No, but I was the captain of my soccer team in high school, and the acting coach was like, you should try us as well. So maybe a little bit they saw it.
You stopped, when you stopped doing soccer, it was to pursue comedy.
Yes.
But also a photo of this. This is also what you turned your attention to.
Oh, yes. This is very smart what I did here. So you guys know, what is it called? United Nations, how the kids, Mono UN, yes.
Yeah.
I just saw someone, their mouth, they go, Model UN. So I had never done Model UN before, and I had started doing comedy in college. And so I joined every club at school that involved a free trip somewhere.
Oh.
So that I could go perform comedy in a new city. So I joined the Model Arab League, and I represented Kuwait in this photo. It says Kuwait on my little card.
Yeah.
And I was an honorable delegate of Kuwait. And I also joined the United States Hispanic Leadership Institute so I could take a free trip to Chicago.
Were you a good member of the Model Arab League?
I was a distinguished delegate. I won an award.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening well. I apologize.
You're not listening to me, and that's your job. Listen to the guests.
A distinguished delegate. A distinguished delegate.
Yes. Did you ever did it? You have the face for Model UN.
Oh my God, thank you. That's what my baseball coach told me. I want to talk to you about your movie. We'll be right back with more from Marcelo Hernandez.
I just want to tell you, bro, it's really weird that you came.
Really?
I had no idea you were like 50.
No, man, I'm 40.
Oh, 40, yeah, that's still so many years to be.
No, man. 40 is the new 20.
It's a lot.
Look, man, if I offended you in the chat, I just want to say I'm sorry. I was just messing around. So I hope that you didn't take any of that stuff serious.
Joe, we're good.
Okay.
It's like I'm hanging with my dad.
Or not.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Marcelo Hernandez. That was a clip from his new film, 72 Hours, with the great Kevin Hart.
Yes, Kevin Hart, man. I got to work with him, and it's so great. It's
Here's a wonderful thing, and he plays an older gentleman, as we can tell from the clip, who's on a bachelor party weekend with you guys.
Yes.
And do you feel like in real life, I mean, Kevin's a cool dude, right?
Yes, he's a cool dude. He's definitely, think about it. The movie is about an older guy that's trying to keep up with younger people.
Yeah. You actually brought a few Instagram photos.
I did. I brought some because I want you guys to look at these photos and not tell me that Kevin is perfect for this role.
It's a very handsome photo of him here.
I mean, come on, guys. He's 50 years old. Doesn't this photo just say like, hey, make sure you get this for me real quick. Let me post this on the Instagram. And by the way, the hashtag, his caption is the kid. If you're over 40 calling yourself the kid,
there's another one.
Look at this. Yeah, I mean, this is give your son the phone and be like, let me get you, let me get me. Did you get it? Did you catch it? Make sure you get the boots in it. Caption says Lil Swag. Hashtag the kid.
Right.
He's still using hashtag.
Oh, are you, Marcelo, are you telling me the kids are not using the hashtag anymore? Okay.
No.
Well, this is nice. He just kind of candid moment in the elevator.
Yeah, I love that this is his new pose, is the hands. Look, this is his pose now. He's pushing himself up a little bit. It's a little taller there.
Cam Patterson, Ben Marshall, a couple of your SNL castmates in the film as well.
The best. Man.
You had him in Miami. You know your way around Miami. Was it fun to have your cast down there with you?
It was so great. I stayed with my mom. We had dinner with my mom at my house with my mom and Ben Marshall in Miami. You know, Ben, his body is not made for the sun.
Yeah.
He has red hair and the freckles. And so it was really tough for him, a real challenge to be in the weather. And they had a lady, and her job was to make sure he didn't burn. Because for continuity, you know what I mean? He can't look red later.
So they weren't worried about him on a health level. It was just continuity.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was every 10 minutes applied to Ben. And if you leave Ben alone in the sun, it's like, will he survive? Yeah. But me and Cam had a great time. We went out. I took everybody out. You know, Latinos, we like to host. I like to host, bring people to my house. We ate Cuban food. You know,
sounds amazing.
That's what it's about.
Was this your youth as well? Would you go to Miami nightclubs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. in Miami.
Was this something, we're huge fans of your mom here.
Yes.
Was she aware of this, that you were a kid who was maybe finding their way into underage going to overage establishments?
Yes. In Miami, you get a fake ID early, right?
Yeah.
And then you get ripped up at the door by a guy, you know, but he's like, okay, you can go in today, but never again. And then I would take everybody back to my house and everybody would sleep over. And then my mom would wake up early and then she would just be like going around my house identifying bodies. You know what I mean? All my friends, you know what I mean? Being like, I'm gonna tell your mother. He's like, no! You know, it was awesome. Yeah. Shout out to my boys.
I also want to shout out, you did a great job hosting the ESPY Awards.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You had a moment. You had a moment with Mike Tyson that I would not have had the nerve to try.
Oh, yeah.
Because it required a little bit of athleticism. You had to fall back on your past as an athlete.
Yes, I did. We did a handshake. We only practiced it twice, and it was to tap his hand, and then he swings it, and I duck, and it was awesome. But you know what was really awesome? Right before I went out, he was standing next to me, and he whispered in my ear. He goes, look at all these people looking at you. And I was like, uh-huh. And he said, no Dominican ever did no like this. That was awesome.
I mean, to hear something like that from someone like that is very good.
And he had never said anything to me before that. So the fact that that's all he said, I was like, this is awesome. My dad was also like, be careful with the handshake, my son, because if he hit you, everybody going home. So I'm lucky that.
I think we're all lucky. Congrats on the movie. Congrats on everything else.
Thank
a delight
you.
to see you, Marcelo. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Marcelo Hernandez, every 72 hours, streaming July 24th on Netflix. We'll be right back with Minka Kelly.